Hello and welcome to part 13 of my November 2013 update. Doing things slightly out of order. Been doing sort of November updates, the recent ones in between June December, but I've got a couple to do for November still, so I thought I'll get these finished off now and then get them uploaded. So the first one I'll start with is a second sight release, and this is Heaven's Gate. Probably all know about this film. It's basically almost bankrupted, or did bankrupt, United Artists, and over the years the film's been reappraised. When it came out originally, Michael Cimino, because he previously did The Deer Hunter, the film kept getting cut down, and effectively ended his career. This has, although it's not the full length version, because I'm sure there's a lot of things missing from this still. I don't know whether they got lost or whatever happened to them, but this is the longest version available. And so it's been reappraised over the years, and a lot of critics have gone on to really enjoy the film. This has got a nice sort of slipcover with it. It's got the film on there and then bonus disc of DVD extra features. Doing the DVD of this, I think there's two different DVD releases. There's one with this length, longer cut on. There's one with the sort of theatrical cut. I never actually saw the shorter cut on the DVD, but so I don't know if it was available anywhere. But the one I picked up was the longer cut. But I quite a few of my DVDs. It's one I've never watched, so I'll be watching it on Blu-ray. That's a really nice release. Next up, this is again another nice release. This is from Arrow Video, and this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And this comes in a really nice box. I did actually pre-order this on Arrow's website when it was announced, and they sent it to me, but unfortunately they put it in a jiffy bag, and the whole outside case got really damaged. So what I did was send it back, and then I had it early from them anyway, so when I had it, I then pre-ordered a copy through Amazon, which came out about a week afterwards. I didn't really want to risk having another one from Arrow because it was going to get damaged and I was going to have to pay to send it back, which I didn't really want to do. But luckily the label it sent me was free post, so I was able to send back at no charge. This is a limited release. I'm sure there'll just be a standard normal release of this in future. This has got, I won't get all these out because I've got a few videos showing this, but this has got the film, it's got Tobe Hooper's early films, and it's got in there American Freak Eliminations, which is a book. So let's have a quick look at what's on there. So we've got the film on Blu-ray, and then there's a DVD copy of the film in there, and there's a Blu-ray and DVD with the short films on. There's two there. You got, which ones you got? Let's have a look. You can see Eggheads is one. Sorry, not Eggheads. Eggshells and The Heisters. So, assuming future release of this, when it comes out in the normal Arrow Video case in the future, will not include the short films, possibly. Probably not actually. It's limited edition exclusive, and it probably only includes, well, it won't include the book, but it's include a cut down version in the booklet, but this is still available. Big fan of the first film. Never seen this one. Again, it's one I own on DVD but never got into watching. So really looking forward to watching this. And directed by the same director, of course, as the original film. So not sure actually how this follows on from the first film, but I'll have to watch it to find out. There's that one there. Next up is the first of the 3 Hobbit films. The original theatrical cut, this came out as Steelbook earlier in the year, and now this is the extended version. And as I showed on Man of Steel, Warner Brothers have started to put the 3D on the front in big writing. Pacific Rim was another one they did it on as well. And there's another one as well, I think. I'm not sure which one that is. But anyway, this is a jumbo steelbook. Nothing really inside, it's black plastic, but it has 5 discs. And it includes 3D film on 2 discs. Because 3D films, especially this length, take up more space. And I'd say it's quite a long film anyway. It's 182 minutes, so it wasn't going to fit onto 1 disc. Normally a 3D film would fit on there, so up to about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but this is 3 hours. Then you've got the film itself on 1 disc, and then you've got the extra features on there as well. The appendices, which follow on from the appendices which were on the Lord of the Rings films. Can't remember what actually was what was included in terms of extra features on the original release of this, but I have kept the other one as well. Not everyone's a big fan of jumbo steelbooks, but when you've got 5 discs, then you can't really put them in a normal steelbook case. 4 discs is fine, but 5 discs isn't, so they have to go in a jumbo. Desolation Smaug will be coming out next year. Again, that will probably have a normal steelbook release of the theatrical version, and then the extended edition will come out later as a jumbo. And Warner Brothers themselves now are releasing the Lord of the Rings films, and they're coming out in jumbo cases like these. And I believe, from what I've seen, they're also going to be in 3D. They weren't originally released in 3D, but they were converted afterwards. So those will be coming out. And I do have the steelbooks from America, but they're just the theatrical cuts. But the only problem with these is I have steelbook bags, but these don't fit in there. I don't think they've got steelbook bags for jumbos. But it's basically got the same front of a steelbook and the back, but obviously the spine's bigger. So I want to get something to put these in, because I've got other jumbo steelbooks. I've got the Batman one, the first 2 films, the Christopher Nolan films, and I've also got the story film, and one other one which I'll show you in one of my December updates. Walking Dead Season 3. So hopefully I can get some bags for these to keep them protected. Next up, this is a film I've actually never owned. This is 8½, directed by Federico Fellini. One of the true greats of film. This is released by Argent, who have released a couple of the films on Blu-ray. And these are the nice cases. They're full-size cases. Blu-ray size, but they haven't got the bit at the top. And it's got some good extra features on here. I haven't got around to watching this yet, but plan to watch this possibly this year. It's one of the ones I want to watch as part of the IMDb Top 250 films. That's very nice. I'm hoping some more Fellini comes out on Blu-ray as well. Next up, and this is a Eureka release. It's quite rare that Eureka do put out Blu-rays, because mainly Eureka have been putting out massive cinema releases, but they do occasionally put out some standard releases as well. This is More Than Honey, narrated by John Hurt. And if you've seen Vanishing of the Bees, it's a similar sort of subject. And there's the extra features. The actual commentary itself, there's not, well, the John Hurt bit, it's not actually a lot of the film, because there's people talking in the film as well. So you have got the director himself does the voiceover, sort of the narration track anyway. You can watch that version or the John Hurt one, but I say it's not a huge amount of the film that's got narration on there. So, but yeah, I've really enjoyed this. It's a sort of different, it's similar to Vanishing the Bees, but it's all a different viewpoint, I suppose, or different way of tackling the subject. But it does show how much we do rely on bees. As Albert Einstein once said, if bees were to disappear from the globe, mankind would only have 4 years left to live. A lot of the food we rely on, a lot of the sort of agriculture is reliant on bees, and without them we'd have a very, very limited diet. Put that one. Next up, this is another second sight release, which has come out of the box, and this is Betty Blue. This is a Blu-ray, although it's in a DVD size case for some reason. Got a little sort of digipack thing inside. It's a nice hard box as well. This is a film like 8.5 I've never owned before. It's got the director's cut and the original theatrical version, and some good extra features on there. But this is another fantastic film which I want to watch. It's quite a long film. I mean, the theatrical version is only just over 2 hours, but the director's cut is over 3 hours. But, it's a really good film, so, and it's a very, very nice release as well. Next up is one of the few Park Circus Blu-ray releases I'm still after. This is Rosenkavalier, and it's basically a opera sort of musical. Well, not really musical, is it? Opera. And there's the extra features. This does have subtitles. I know the director of this wasn't a big fan of subtitles, and basically what I think his director said that anyway is, you know, you need to watch it in the original language and need to understand that. But this is German, not everyone speaks German, not everyone's going to understand it, and when you watch something like this, I mean, this is sort of over 3 hours, nearly 3.5 hours. You want to know what's being said, what's being sung about. So without subtitles, it's awkward to understand it. So there's that. There are a couple of ones I'm after still, Park Circus releases. Not everyone, unfortunately, has got a brilliant transfer. The one I was after is Pandora and the Flying Dutchman, but I think the US version is better. I'll be picking that one up. And the final one, and this is an import, and this is Beginners. It's in a thin sort of case, but it's not an eco case, so I didn't have to replace it. And again, this one I had on DVD, never got into watching, but this was fairly cheap. I think it got this about £3 or £4. And there's the bonus features. And stars Christopher Plummer. Hugh McGregor as well. Yeah, it's a really good film. So yep, that's all the titles in this video. I haven't actually got much left to share for November. I've got, well, 2 titles, or actually 4, but you'll see what I mean when I come to that, and then that'll be all for November. Bit delayed with doing these, unfortunately. So I have sort of been doing December ones instead. So that's why these haven't gone up or been filmed sooner. But thought I'd get them out of the way now, otherwise it's gonna never get done. So as usual, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until my next video, thanks for watching.